Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, I'm going to cover a project that I've been watching for a while, and I just want to share this project with you guys. And this project is called the Akash Network, or AKT token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any project that we cover in our channel. And for this project, please go to the website akash.network in order to learn more about the project, right? So right off the bat, what they're stating on the website is the Unstoppable Cloud, the world's first decentralized open source cloud and D-Cloud for DeFi, right? So Akash Network is basically the cloud solution for the decentralized space, and it's an open source cloud solution, cloud-based project, which is basically used for DeFi applications. And not only that, and you can also get D-Cloud services for DeFi as well, right? So again, they have a very cool website. It's very interesting, and I just want to cover what it is, and also share with you guys their kind of like miner that they have, which is also pretty interesting. Why Akash D-Cloud? Censorship resistant, permissionless, and self-sovereign. Akash D-Cloud is a faster and more efficient and lower cost cloud built for DeFi, decentralized projects, and high growth companies, providing unprecedented scale, flexibility, and price performance, right? So if you want to use a D-Cloud solution, why do you want to choose Akash? Akash has a lot of positives when it comes to its D-Cloud service. It's first of all censorship resistant because it's obviously decentralized, permissionless, and self-sovereign. Again, very well-known qualities of decentralized projects. Akash D-Cloud is a faster, more efficient, and low-cost cloud built for DeFi, decentralized projects, and high-growth companies. So basically, you can use Akash D-Cloud in order to access faster and more efficient service, which is basically low cost, which can be built on any DeFi platform for any DeFi projects, as well as it's basically custom made for high growth companies, providing unprecedented scale, flexibility, and price performance, right? Again, pretty much top notch in every layer of decentralization, scalability, as well as flexibility. Up to 10x lower in cost. Our serverless computing platform is compatible with all cloud providers and all applications that run on the cloud. Again, there's a lot of specifications when it comes to D-Cloud services. Akash obviously offers some of the most low-cost services with serverless computing on their platform, which is basically compatible with several cloud providers as well as applications that run on the cloud as well, right? So those are some of the main reasons why you would choose Akash. So here are some of the key features of Akash Network, broken down into sub points. So the main feature is serverlessness, right? So simplified code deployment with dynamically managed resource allocation. So again, the deployment of codes in Akash Network is extremely simplified, and it's basically dynamically managed. The resources are dynamically managed, which is very cool. Interoperable, federated control plane that is multi-cloud, multi-chain, and multi-token. So again, just like any project that aims to be interoperable, Akash Network also has interoperability built into it, and therefore it is basically available on multiple chains, multiple clouds, and multi-token environment. So secure and private, fault tolerance, scaling, and management of workloads. So you can basically kind of like expect Akash Network security to be top notch, and it's also extremely private, so your privacy is well secured with this network. And you can obviously have high scalability, and which helps in the management of workloads, especially with lower transactions and high transaction speeds, right? low transaction costs and high transaction speeds. So hybrid cloud, physical servers supplied by cloud service providers and organizations with spare capacity. So again, just like several projects where that rely on people to contribute either the mining power or storage capacity, Akash Network has people, cloud service providers that offer their spare capacity, and that's basically how it maintains decentralization, and it's basically provided by cloud service providers in return for an incentive, right? So that's basically how decentralized and how hybrid the cloud system with Akash Network is. So those are some of the key features of the Akash Network. Again, they're also restating the fact that it's simple, scalable, and secure. Deploy, secure, and scale your application in minutes without having to set up, configure, or manage servers. Again, you'll be able to use servers which have been allocated by people who have extra space, extra server space, and that's basically causing decentralization within the network, and that kind of allows for Akash Network to be secure, extremely fast, and highly scalable without having to set up or manage your own service, right? So that's a very cool value proposition. So again, interoperable proof of stake blockchain, open and globally consistent shared state machine that guarantees sovereignty over data and runtime with high performance RPC layer with multi-language libraries and bidirectional streaming. So again, if you see, the interoperable component of Akash Network is basically highlighted here. So you have different kind of like libraries, multi-layer libraries from multiple different blockchains that can be interoperable within the Akash Network. And it's not just unidirectional, it's completely bidirectional as well. So you can kind of like, let's say for example, if you see Cosmos, which is a very popular blockchain, can kind of be interoperable with several other blockchains in a bidirectional manner with Akash Network, right? So again, that's a very key feature of Akash Network. Compute for a fraction of the price, save up to 10x on your cloud bill with no middleman. Cloud providers compete to host your workloads, greatly reducing your costs. Again, offering cloud-based service solutions is going to be very expensive in a centralized environment, but you can basically use Akash Network to save 10x on your cloud bill, whereby you won't be managed by a middleman, and you will also basically have cloud service providers compete to process your workloads, which will basically reduce the cost for using the cloud space, thereby creating a much more feasible and long-term kind of like cloud solution, right, with Akash Network. Any cloud, any token, anywhere. Our human-centric design is optimized to easily integrate with your favorite tools, bringing your design and development teams closer together. So again, with how human-centric they are when it comes to user experience, as well as how they want to tailor it to making it extremely cost efficient and extremely scalable, they can basically provide some of the best tools available to bring teams closer together, which means basically make sure that the projects kind of stick with them for a long time, and thereby making it more positive for any project to work with them, right? So that's basically how they are approaching with their cloud service. Again, a cool, interesting graphic here that kind of provides information about how they plan to bridge they plan to bring in the centralized kind of like cloud servicing to a whole new level through their decentralized cloud service providing service, right? So again, very interesting. So you can clearly click the get started for free button in order to access more about their device, and how you can also be a part of their ecosystem and also get Akash tokens or AKT tokens as a reward. You can also learn about the Akash economics by clicking on this button here. So let's talk about some of their partners. So they're basically partnered with several projects. Some projects are well known and some of them are less well known. So some of their partners are basically Coil, Interledger, Cosmos, Polyverse, Hone, Outpost Capital, Dokia Capital, Age, TRG Capital, Packet, Solana, Tendermint, Alpha Block Investments, People Fund, Forbol, Sika, Chainlayer, and DACM. Right. So again, some really popular names include Cosmos, Solana, as well as basically Interledger is also quite popular, and that's pretty much it. But there's a lot more new names that I haven't really seen in multiple other projects who are basically partnering with Akash Network, and they have a huge. Since the list of partners are quite lengthy, there is a lot of things at stake at Akash Network for this project to succeed. So that's going to be a good thing for investors to know that they have several important partnerships with different projects, right? So that's a good thing. The Akash Super Mini. So again, this is one of their kind of like important products that they're offering. Super Mini is the world's smallest, slickest, and most powerful portable supercomputer. Plug in to easily become a node for Akash Network and earn your favorite crypto, limited supplies. Again, they are talking about a wide variety of information about their AKT tokens. So let's break it up a little bit. So the Super Mini is basically their device which offers their dCloud or cloud-based solution, right? And you can basically use their Super Mini as a kind of like a mining rig where you can basically power it and plug it and power it and earn rewards in the form of AKT tokens. It is known to be one of the smallest, slickest, and the most powerful portable supercomputer that is currently in existence, at least according to their information on the website. Plug in and easily become a node for Akash Network and earn your favorite crypto, limited supply. So again, one of the main ways by which you can earn Akash Network tokens, which is AKT tokens, is by using this machine, which is basically presented in this beautiful, like futuristic miner-like device or cloud-based miner device, which is basically used to kind of like earn AKT tokens. And the best thing about AKT tokens is it has a limited supply, so it is a deflationary or kind of like a non-inflationary kind of cryptocurrency, right? You can also, if you want to own one of these kind of mini computers or super mini kind of computers or super mini kind of devices, you can reserve your spot now by clicking on the reserve yours now button. These machines are quite pricey, so please bear that in mind. And if you see, it has a digital kind of like output device where you can see how much AKT tokens you have earned. You can also see some deployment information, memory usage, CPU usage, as well as GPU usage. So again, I don't know if the final actual version of these miners will have this similar kind of display or will have slightly modified display, but it's really cool nonetheless, and the design and logo is kind of making it look so futuristic, and it's going to be really exciting to see how this miner kind of acts, is available for several people, and you'll be able to see this in multiple different locations, including workplaces as well as people's homes, where they may have this next to their computers, right? So that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of news and events information available on the website if you are interested in reading through that and following it. So Akash has partnered with Helium, which is also a project that relies on a device to mine or mint tokens, and Helium is a very popular kind of like project that has seen a number of its miners or its cloud-based devices to be bought by people in large volumes, and that kind of serves as one of the main sources of income for some of the people, especially in the United States as well as in Europe. So this project has obviously partnered with Akash, and I believe Akash has gathered some inspiration from Helium Network, and that probably had inspired them to create their own kind of device to earn their native token. So Akash network provides decentralized cloud to the largest Internet of Things network, Helium. So Helium is known as one of the largest Internet of Things kind of network, where anyone can buy their Helium miner and kind of plug it in on at their home for a fraction of the electricity cost compared to like Bitcoin miners or Ethereum miners. Helium miner can kind of like act as a very smooth mining operation at home to earn some passive rewards in the form of Helium tokens, right? So it's interesting to see that Akash network has offered its decentralized cloud solution to Helium network, and you can learn more about that by clicking the read more button. So apart from that, AKT token, the native utility token of the Akash network, has also been recently trading on Bittrex Global, which is also one of the most popular tier 1 exchanges. Akash network's Akash token, or AKT, now listed on Bittrex Global, right? So that's very interesting. Akash plus Sovereign. Akash network provides decentralized cloud and 100k in AKT prizes for Sovereign-thon hackathon to accelerate the future of DeFi. Again, they are partnering with several projects in order to improve the DeFi ecosystem. Akash plus Solana. So Akash network sponsors Solana season hackathon to accelerate Web3 and DeFi. So again, it's also very interesting. And you can also join the Akash Challenge, which is an incentivized testnet that provides AKT tokens to people who participate on their testnet. So if you want to learn more about that, you can click to join the Akash Challenge. I don't really know if it's over yet, but you can check it out yourself. So Wall of Love, Akash empowers the most ambitious organizations. So here are some of the information that's presented by some of their partners about Akash network. So you can read through that. You can also access their Twitter account to follow them and get the latest updates. Thorchain has also commented on Akash network. You can sign up for their newsletter and be in the front-running end of where you can get all the latest news and information from Akash network by participating on the newsletter. And that's pretty much it. So you pretty much have a well-presented website with a lot of information which may or may not be easily understandable to most people, but all you need to understand is they are similar to Helium network, where you can use their device to earn their tokens for free, but their main focus is to provide decentralized cloud solution in a highly scalable and extremely cost-effective manner, right? You can also learn more about their Super Mini by clicking on the Super Mini icon on the top left, and that's pretty much it. So let's go to their docs. So you can clearly access their docs by clicking on the Learn More button on their website. So you can learn more about how to set up the instrument when you purchase it, and how to fund your account, how to run an Akash node, how to become a provider. You can also upgrade to AkashNet 2. You can use their deployment tools and so on and so forth, right? So you can also read through the FAQs to learn more about this project. So I would recommend you guys to go through their Akash documentation in order to do your own research before you invest in this project, because they have a lot of resources that will be helpful for you to understand their project in much more detail, right? So let's go to the CoinGecko page for Akash network. So Akash network is currently ranked 200th in CoinGecko by market cap, and the token price is $3.40 at the time of making this video, and it recently had a small dip of about 0.4% in the past 24 hours. And if you see the market cap, it's $207 million at the time of making this video, which I still believe it has a long way to go, and a project that aims to offer decentralized cloud services. I think this project is kind of like pretty much in the front run of that kind of innovation, and their new and improved kind of like a super mini miner, which is one of the most powerful supercomputers according to them, is also going to be fully released soon, and that will kind of draw a lot of attention, which will make people mine a lot of AKT tokens, thereby increasing the market cap significantly, right? If you see, this token is having a max supply of 388 million tokens, which is also quite a lot, but at the same time, since it has a max supply with a fixed supply, it is definitely a token that will have a short-term price slumping, but eventually will perform well in the long run, right? The circulating supply is going to be 61 million tokens in circulation, again quite a huge distance with its max supply, but that's kind of like the case for pretty much most of the projects, and this project is kind of like fairly better when it comes to its tokenomics, right? If you go to the price charts, you can clearly see that the token has had some really big pumps in the recent times. The information for this token is available since 15th of October 2020, when the token price was 40 cents. It was pretty much at that range until early January, when the token price went from 73 cents on 12th of January all the way till $6.31, and then kind of like consolidated and then made its all-time highs of about $7.32 before coming crashing down. It was at its relative lows of $2.98, but it kind of had a small decent spike, and then now it's going in a downtrend again, right? So I think this token can kind of retest the $2.50, $2 kind of like 90 cents in that range, and then it can kind of like go back up. But I do think that this project will kind of like have a short-term price dumping along with the entire crypto market, which will make it a good opportunity to buy if you want to buy this token, right? So if you take the Bitcoin comparative, on the other hand, there's been quite a bit of volatility on the Bitcoin comparative as well. The token was initially worth 3,500 satoshis, mid of October last year, and then it kind of had its all-time lows of about 2,100 satoshis early Jan, and then it kind of hit an all-time highs of about 13,000 satoshis per token late of February, and then dumped down and then spiked back up, crossing above the 12,000 satoshi range, reaching 13,000 satoshis again, and then it's been on a downtrend. It has been spiking up and down abruptly, but it will definitely come down and retest probably the 7,000 kind of satoshi range, which will be a really good buy opportunity, right? If you take the Ethereum comparative, on the other hand, it has had much more volatility in the Ethereum comparative, obviously as expected. The token was initially worth 0.001 Ether, and then kind of like had an all-time lows of about 61,000 GUE before making an all-time highs of about 0.004 Ether per token, and then kind of crashing down, and now it's pretty much at its relative lows. And this is probably a really good opportunity to buy this token with Ethereum rather than with Bitcoin, right? I think the dollar comparative and the Ether comparative are kind of like in good buy opportunities, but for Bitcoin comparative, I'll kind of wait because it can kind of go lower in the upcoming weeks. So if you take the exchanges, it's available on Ascendex using USDT. You can also buy it from Gate.io using USDT. You can obviously buy it from Bittrex, as we discussed, using Bitcoin as well as USDT, and Bitmart. Also, I wouldn't really trust Bitmart, but there are several decent exchanges where you can buy it from. It's not really available on any major centralized exchanges such as OKEX, Huobi Global, or Binance. So this token may potentially get a future Binance listing soon, since this token is partnered with several major partners, and this has a high promising kind of like effect in the future of decentralized cloud services. So I do feel like this project may get a Binance listing sometime in the future, but this would be a really good buy opportunity if you are convinced that this project is good, obviously after doing your own research, and if you feel like this project is a long-term hold, or if you simply want to earn it passively by buying the super mini then that's also an option, right? But I do foresee a Binance listing pretty soon for this token, but it may take a little bit longer than we thought because it's still relatively in its early phases, right? So what's my final verdict on this? I do believe that this project has incredibly high potential. I'd probably look to see if I can get a super mini for myself. I know that the price is obviously going to be extremely high, and maybe it may initially have some issues, but I am hearing a lot of excitement with this project, and therefore a lot of people are willing to buy the miner. People who have missed the Helium network earlier, they are probably going to be taking a look at Akash network and kind of buy that miner, right? So that's going to definitely cause some short-term price spike. Although the token, the circulating supply is kind of like relatively low compared to its max supply, which may potentially cause a short-term price slumping. I do believe that this token is yet to make an extremely high peak when it comes to price action, and that will definitely happen as more and more people start noticing this project and more people start buying their super mini and start mining this token, right? And that will be a really good kind of like place to sell during the short term. But for the long term, I think that this project will get a Binance listing and can continue to be relevant in the future of decentralized crypto cloud servicing, right? So that's just my verdict, guys. Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.